Hi, I'm Jason Nieves.
And I'm Jana Garrido. It's a visual world and no one does it better than our design and visual communication shop. Today we'll show you how they do it.
How many of you are basketball fans? Well, today we look into the performances of a few Putnam students at a professional basketball game.
Then we have an exclusive interview with the nurses at Putnam, all that and so much more in this week's edition of TBN Student News.
Putnam Wrestling is on a roll.
Here is reporter Davin Peterson with the scoop on sports.
Here's Junior Ahmad Sharif getting an awesome takedown on a Central wrestler for 2 points. He won this match. Also, here's Junior Todd Huggins taking down a Central wrestler with a nice single leg takedown. Oh, look, it's me with an awesome double leg takedown, then pinning my opponent for 6 points. Hey, actually, Deshaun and I interviewed Xander Chapman on how the tournament went last Saturday and who were their toughest opponents. So how was the tournament this Saturday?
The tournament was actually pretty good. We took second as a team, lost Shawsheen by 6. We had 243 points, and they had 249.
The final score was Central 39, Putnam 27. The Beavers' record stands at 9-2. The next tournament is at Woodstock Academy in Connecticut this Saturday. They also wrestle Chicopee Comp next Wednesday at 7. In boys basketball, the boys play Commerce High on Wednesday. The score was Putnam 59, Commerce 40. That brought their record to 6-7. They go against SciTech at our home court, Putnam, at 7 p.m. Be there. In girls basketball, these girls are on fire. They beat St. Mary on a blow, like bad. The score was Putnam 81, St. Mary 13. That's just bad. They also went against Monument Mountain on Wednesday. The score was Monument 55, Putnam 44. Their record is now 9-4. They go against SciTech at 7 o'clock. For boys and girls indoor track, they went against Northampton and lost. The score was 78-12. Their record right now is 1-10. They go against Long Meadow High at Smith College at 3:45. We also interviewed Andrea Greer, the captain for the girls team. Let's take a look.
How's the season looking so far?
We're doing good individually, we're winning all our events, and as a team, we're succeeding as a whole.
What drove you to play this sport?
Well, indoor track is like a preparation for outdoor track, so it prepares me and boosts up my stamina for outdoor.
What does the team need to improve?
I think individually, we are good, but as one team, you do win us together, so I feel like if we were more together and all qualified for Western Mass, it'll improve our strengths.
Well, that's it for this week in sports. I'm Davin Peterson. Back to Janet and Jason.
Thanks, guys. We taped our sports segment before it was announced that tonight's varsity boys and girls basketball games will both be played at SciTech. The girls will tip off at 5 p.m. The boys' game will follow. That's tonight at SciTech for varsity hoops.
The design and visual communication shop has some of the most creative minds in the school. Ever wonder what goes on behind the scenes? Here's with Shop Talk is Wesley Rivera.
Our shop mission is to teach our students how to think visually.
Whether it be commercial or, fine art. But a lot of these kids go off to college in very different arenas and different disciplines. So really want to get them learning how to kind of project manage and really focus on, whether it be project managing within their further education or project managing within the careers they choose.
Putnam students are the best students in the city. I love our students. They're well behaved, they're polite, they're gifted, they're creative, and they like to have fun.
It's my first year ever teaching, and so I only have the experience with Putnam students. But from what I can see here, it's a really great group of kids in this school.
The first thing we teach our students are the foundational skills, the elements and principles of design, and there are 7.
Line, shape, form, color, value, texture, and space.
The principles, balance, movement, pattern, those kinds of things, dictate and govern how we use the elements to create a piece of artwork. It's important to be able to communicate orally and in writing. We also try to teach our students to present themselves well. You know, in this business, in the creative industry, image is everything.
And I think, you know, being able to take constructive criticism is a big one, especially in the art industry. You know, when you're dealing with art, there's always someone who's not going to like what you do, and you gotta learn to take that criticism and learn to grow from it.
I think constructive criticism is important because like it helps you makes your art stronger. So, and if you don't get that kind of criticism, you'll probably you won't be able to improve as much as somebody who does get that kind of criticism.
We usually have people give either suggestions to their projects or tell people what they did good, what they did wrong, or what could they did better, you know, and et cetera like that.
Our students graduate from the program and go to college. If they want to stay in this field, it's essential that they get post-secondary training.
There's this art school I plan on going into, FIT, Fashion Institute in New York. And yeah, that's all I plan on doing for now.
Speaking of visuals, would you rather read a book or watch a movie? That's the question we asked a few seniors in this week's segment of Either Or.
Would you prefer books or movies?
I would prefer movies because I'm more of a visual person.
I prefer movies because books are way too long.
I honestly prefer movies over books. I mean, it shows more detail, more enthusiastic, more just constantly reading word for word. It's you get to see the live action right in front of you.
Would you prefer books or movies?
It depends on what it is.
I prefer movies because you know, with books, you imagine something. Thanks. You would also picture something that something's actually happening and it's not, and you'll get the whole miscommunication because it's a book and you don't really visualize it. So I prefer movies more because it helps me visualize it better.
Books, because that's your own world that you can create in your head. Movies are nothing. They don't represent the books like the books represent themselves.
What about you, Janet? Would you prefer reading a book or watching a movie?
I'd rather watch a movie. How about you, Jason?
I'd rather watch a movie too.
The Basketball Hall of Fame is home to many of the greats, but last Saturday it was the home to Putnam's Project Purple Night. Charles Lee has the scoop.
The event started at 7 p.m., but some came in at 6 p.m. for the Putnam boys basketball shoot-around. Shortly after, class president and Project Purple leader David Bass thanked those that came out and introduced himself. The Putnam choir sang the national anthem, followed by a game between the Springfield Sting and New Jersey. During halftime, Putnam's very own golden voice, Denisha Morales, performed Hero by Mariah Carey. The event ended with pictures and interviews with the Springfield Sting players. This is reporter Charles Lee signing out.
Are you someone that loves to write, or maybe let your mind wander while your writing takes control? Well, then the Creative Writing Group is a place for you. Miss Anderson, Miss Alicia, and Miss Temple are coming together to help students improve their writing skills. They want students to have a safe place to write. These three great teachers and writers are here to help and give their professional feedback on any writing, whether it's a paper, a book, or a college essay. If you're interested in joining, all you have to do is go to E208 on any Monday, 2:30 to 3:30.
We've interviewed exceptional students and inspiring teachers. Now it's the nurses' time to shine in this week's edition of High Profile.
It is here that nurses Debbie Bianco and Melissa Barabo tend to patients.
We care for the ill and injured students, sometimes staff.
It had been a lifelong dream for Bianco and Barabo to become nurses.
I wanted to become a nurse since I was younger.
I always loved medicine and the body and healthcare. I thought that was always very interesting when I was younger.
Their jobs consist of caring to minor headaches and stomach aches, but a vocational school is a little different.
Well, we have a lot of people that need a Band-Aid for minor, cuts and wounds and things like that, especially here at Putnam because we do have a lot of shops.
No matter how hectic it gets in the nurse's office, it is not as bad as some other places.
We had a huge brawl with multiple people, and the Quebec officers had to pepper spray, and then we had a ton of kids who were coughing, and we're just dealing with all the aftermath.
No matter the injury, they'll patch you up. Just don't get pepper sprayed. This has been reporter Charles Lee, TBN.
As you all know, February is Black History Month. In this week's Candid Questions, reporter Wesley Rivera asked a few students what they know about the celebratory month.
What do you know about Black History Month?
Well, it's the month in which we celebrate,
I know it's the month where we celebrate the history of African Americans.
It is the month that we celebrate our Black heroes.
Black History Month is dedicated to all the African Americans in the United States.
I know Black History Month is a month that we set aside to celebrate the contributions of African Americans, other Black Americans who've contributed so much to this country.
What do you know about Black History Month?
Well, I know is a lot of Black folks that achieved something great to make me who I am today. Free and healthy, all that good stuff.
I know that it's about people who were African American who were trying to fight for their rights, like Martin Luther King and people like that.
I know it's when schools go over, or they take over February and teach all about the history of African Americans and their developments and what we've done.
I know that a lot of we can start it over.
It's all about MLK, Martin Lawrence King Day.
It's a month to celebrate Black culture and everything that happened and goes on, pretty much.
Thanks for joining us in this week's edition of TBN Student News. Check out our Facebook page for Putnam videos that you don't see on this show.
Especially Real Talk with Amir MacGyver. This week's topic is Black History, a wonderful interview with Ms. McLeod. See you next time.